What's going on, world? We live is Will Lyons from the Lyons Den. Normally you see me up here with the Generations of the Game logo behind me, but today we take the first step towards a slightly different direction. As far as additional content creation for the publication. So this is Creative Convos Volume One. I have a very special guest. When I was thinking about ways to tap into the energy of creatives in a variety of ways. Um, my guy that I'm about to pull up was kind of at the top of the list, as you'll get to see why here very shortly. If you from Jersey, you gotta know this guy. My guy Mar Fuller, the CEO of Lunch with Mar. Mar, was good, family?
What's good with you, my man? How you feeling tonight?
Oh, I'm good, man. Even better now that you up here, man. I know we've been trying to, link up for a little minute.
Yeah, I mean, between family, life, it's been a little minute, but yeah, nah, I'm definitely excited that we finally got to do this.
Yes, sir. All right, so we're gonna get right to it, man. So, if you don't mind, just tell the people a little bit about yourself for those that aren't familiar.
By myself. All right, well, my name's Mar, clearly. Created Lunch from Mar probably about 7, 8 years ago. It started out as a concept, just something that I always did. I loved going out to eat. A lot of people know me from, I did some music management early on when I was younger. Me and my best friend helped his music career for a little bit until we decided we got old and we wasn't going to be them old heads still trying to chase rap dreams. Not discouraging anybody from chasing their rap dreams, but we just realized family, we had other priorities. But from there, I always had a creative side and wanted to tap into it differently. And that's how I came up with the concept of Lunch with Mar. Just being a regular foodie and somebody that loves going out to eat, I always wanted to figure out like how can I incorporate that into being a creative as well. So that's what started me on this journey to start Lunch with Mar. And from the beginning of it to where I'm at with it now, it took some learning curves, just trying to figure out which way I wanted to navigate it and how I wanted to go and bring this idea to light. And I'm finally excited to say that I have that idea. I'm ready to bring that back out and rebrand it the correct way. So yeah, I'm excited to be starting that now.
Word. So, um, you said you were in music management. What was that journey like for you?
I mean, like anybody that kind of started out, my homie wanted to rap. We was what 16, 17 at the time. I didn't rap. He asked me like help me out. It was more of a learning as I go journey, but through the years of us doing it together, I secured him a couple big name features. He had a feature with Styles P at one point in time. Now we going back years, not probably early 2010s. Had a feature with Styles P. Had a feature with J Hood. And it just helped me just learning the industry behind entertainment industry, just getting to know people, making the right connections, whether it be other artists, other managers, videographers. Actually, the gentleman that shoots Lunch with Mar, I met him through music management. So that was a connection that I built and networked upon, and we just bubbled in. And he's just been helping me from the very beginning with this. But yeah, music management was a lot. It was we had a little label. It was called Bar Hungry Records. We was young, no real direction, just young with money at the time and not really knowing what to do with it, just throwing it all away at studio time. But through that, I learned like, okay, we have to identify like marketing, how we're going to brand ourselves, what brands we're going to partner with to actually identify who we are and things like that. And it helped me. It helped me build those stepping stones to where I could do Lunch with Mara. I guess you could say the correct way this time around.
Now, I'm sure that your experience with the marketing, the building a brand, and the networking is definitely gonna propel Lunch with More to where you see it. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
those of us that are kind of aware, of your journey and your vision. We expect, greatness, but I know what you expect for yourself is probably just knowing you is probably some next level stuff.
It's it's funny you said it because my wife tells me I'm too much of a perfectionist at times that I shoot myself in the foot because I always want to make sure everything's the perfect way. Like, oh no, I don't want to do it if it doesn't look a certain way, if it's not put out a certain way. I'm big on I've done Lunch from Mar. I came out with it at one point in time before the pandemic, and people seen it one way. So this next time around, I wanted it to be exactly. I wanted to tell my story. I wanted it to be exactly how I wanted it to look. And by doing it, I become like a perfectionist. Like, oh no, I can't. If it doesn't look a certain way, if the brand isn't packaged the right way, if it's not marketed and promoted correctly from the beginning, I feel like people won't receive it how I want it to be received, and they'll have this image of what it once was and not what I'm trying to bring it and what it is today. So yeah, that being a perfectionist has really helped and hurt me at times because time has passed that it should have been out, but then at the same time I wanted to make sure it was out the correct way. I didn't want to put out a subpar product and people just like, oh, this is just a run of the mill thing that I started and I'm not going to finish. So yeah.
Yeah. Word. I mean, I understand, both sides of it. Like,
Mhm.
where, your wife is coming from, it's like, don't stop yourself, in the hypothetical that you're chasing something that in your mind you're never going to reach. We
Mhm.
all tend to have like some kind of imposter syndrome and things like that. But, from your standpoint too, is like, if I'm gonna put my name on it, it got to be the real
It
deal.
got to be yeah. Like I can't. And it's just something that I know as a consumer, myself being a consumer too. Like I don't want to watch a subpar product that someone's putting out. Like if I'm investing my time in somebody, I want it to be okay. I'm investing my time, and I understand starting things from the ground up is going to be the highs and lows, and everything isn't going to be perfect. But at the same time, I know myself as a consumer, I'm not going to go to a restaurant that I know is a horrible restaurant just because, like, all right, you got some good food, I'm gonna go. But so through that, I just always want to make sure I'm a consumer first. So whatever I put out, I want it to be okay for the people that I'm putting it out to.
Absolutely. So that kind of segues into something I wanted to ask you about, man. So
Okay.
for those that may not know, you talked about your love of, food, your knowledge of restaurants and everything. Is rumor has it there's a certain exclusive list.
It started out being exclusive. It's a list that it was a list that I just recorded dates or places I wanted to take my wife before she was my wife, when she was my girlfriend, when she became my fiance. Just restaurants that we went to that we liked, places that I wanted to take her that I seen, and through that I built this list, and it's kind of long. I want to say like 100 and some restaurants altogether. Out of that 100, I want to say probably about 76 we've gone to. So we've been checking it off the list, and we've added restaurants to this list. But yeah, you could definitely get the list on my website. Lunch Lamar was exclusive at first. I was only sending it out through text just to help all my homies and some of the fellas out. Like, hey, you want to plan a date for your wife? You want to take her out somewhere nice? Everybody don't be knowing where to go, to where to start. So I figured, like, all right, look, here's the list. I give you the name of the restaurant, the Instagram page, and how you can make reservations. But through that, it grew through like a Apple text note to now I actually got it. You can get it on my website at lunchromart.com. It's free. All you got to do is just put your email in the box. I'll send you out the lunch restaurant list, and it's restaurants from Philadelphia, New York, LA, Puerto Rico, um, DC. So yes, it's and it's not just restaurants. I got bars and ice cream places on there too. So yeah, it's a pretty nice list of places to go out to eat.
And see, I could tell already, your growth and your experience from your hustle with the music game and everything is already paying off. You already connecting people's love of food and wanting to always know new places to eat with growing your subscriber base. You know what I'm saying? That's dope right there.
Yeah, it's just really not guerrilla marketing, but just trying to get as many emails and contacts as possible. So when I do start the push lunch or Mars, like I already got a dedicated subscriber list. I got just through even through the iPhone note, I got everybody's iPhone email address so I can just, hey, I mean, I'm not going to beat down nobody even inbox or anything like that, but I'm definitely going to promote it through it and just gathering that contact list out. Funny story. I'm sorry, I don't mean to go off topic, but a funny story. Years ago, me and my homie, we good friend of mine is Jamal Fisher. I don't know if he see this, he'll remember. We was working the door at a party, and the person had a list of contacts. Like these are everybody that's coming to the party. And this is going back like 2011, before real like social media. Well, social media was jumping off, but it wasn't what it was today. And it was like, dang, this is 150 people, just emails, names and emails. We might as well just pocket this list when we leave here, and now we can start marketing whatever we wanted through that. And that was, and through that, it helped us jumpstart, helped him with his DJ career, helped me with music at the time, and just us being young kids hustling, trying to figure out how we going to get to that next level, and essentially finessing somebody for their email contact list. We realized like, okay, having this is gold when you really want to put something out there to people. So
Hey man, listen, it's your time, brother. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, we good. And by the way, Jamal, that's my guy, man. He DJ'd
oh, Fish,
already.
oh yeah. Yeah, me
Yeah,
and Fish go back. Easily one of the best DJs I know. That's been my dog since Sandbox. I want to say Winslow Township high school days, middle school
mhm.
days, really. Yeah.
Yeah, one of my best friends from Lawnside, Kenny, that's his cousin. So that's how I met Jamal. You know,
Okay.
we used to hoop together and stuff. And then
Yeah, Big Hoover. Yeah.
he ended up DJing me and Bianca's wedding. What a reception.
I wanted him to do mine, but he was in
Mhm.
LA at the time, and they couldn't link up, and I was kind of upset about it. I was like, damn, because it's funny. I told her I was like, it's only two DJs I would ever use for anything, and one being Fish, and the other one is being a guy who DJ'd our wedding. Shout out to DJ the DJ. It's DJ. So that's my guy too from high school. But yeah, me and
Word.
Fish, we definitely finessed that email contact list. I don't recommend anyone doing that now, but yeah.
Hell yeah. So so I wanted to ask you, man, your upcoming event, if you could kind of give people the rundown on, the return of Lunch with Mar and the new version, that they can expect from you.
Okay. So Lunch with Mar now. Previously, it was just me taking people out to eat at restaurants and interviewing them. Now I rebranded it. It's more of a lunchtime talk show, live audience guests. You can buy tickets to the event. Ticket prices come with you get to eat lunch, you get a meal, you get merch, and it's more of a in-person thing. I always felt like, yeah, the video was cool. I didn't mind doing the interview and putting it out there, but I felt like I needed to build a community. So I felt like doing live events and bringing people together, nothing big, but more intimate, 40, 35 guests total, just to have that networking environment and people just getting that in-person feel of even talking to the person that I'm interviewing, getting that audience questions and being there to watch and catch those gems live, opposed to getting it after it's been edited and chopped down for promo on Instagram reels and things like that. You have that connection and you can build. And I wanted to build that sense of community with, I guess, my people, just people that I know that will support me and come out, and then grow that from there. And then you have that quote unquote Lunch with Mar community. So that's really what I wanted to do with this rebranded version, just live events, live shows, and not only just the Lunch with Mar interview aspect of it, but just anything, networking events. But it's all going to be centered around food, always with me. Big, big foodie as always, but that's the rebranded version of Lunch with Mar, just like a live daytime talk show.
Honestly, man, when I saw the flyer, like I already knew, it was going to be official. And then, you combining, kind of the essence of your creativity, merch, of course, food, you know what I'm saying? The show itself and then music, I see you got DH Worldwide performing, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Holding it
shout out to
down,
DH
you know. Definitely, man. He been on the grind for a minute, so I was
for a minute.
definitely
Yeah, I would say he's somebody I've met along the path of just doing music throughout the years and just sharing gems and busting it up. Just always wanted to be a person that I never wanted to gatekeep. If I can help somebody or look somebody out in a way, I always wanted to be able to do that. Like I'm not opposed to it, because I feel like if you win, I win in a sense. Because the more light that shined on you, that light can hopefully get over to me. So if it helps me, I'm definitely going to be able to help you. So just especially a whole team thing for us both being from South Jersey, it made sense to bring him on and have him perform.
Oh, absolutely, man. I honestly like that's a great first, guest performance for you, man, for sure. I feel like of course you're tapped in, just with the scene of music, but to have somebody, from the crib, as the first act, that's special right there.
Yeah, just to be not even necessarily give back, but just give him that opportunity. Like let him be able to showcase his talent to people that may not even heard of him or heard his music, or it's been a while since they've seen him perform or anything like that. Just give him that platform. Like I wanted to be able to give other people a platform through mine. It's like that's what my thing is for Lunch Remark. I want it to be that tour stop when people come on, or not even that tour stop, that media stop when people go on and have anything to promote, from music to artists, painting to authors writing books. I just wanted to be that platform that people can come to and just showcase their talent and get their name out there to the world.
Absolutely. So the next thing I gotta ask, man, I know previously we did mention your wife, and I know that you're also a father as well. Um, so I wanted to ask you, do you feel like outside of the experience you gained in your previous hustles and everything, that your family has shifted the way you approach you know this kind of resurgence of Lunch with More?
Yeah, it took a minute. Along with anything, if you're a creative person and you finally start that family and have that family, you have that point in your, I guess that point in your career or that point in your journey where you say, hey, do I just not give up on my dreams and just focus, be family first, or can I go chase that dream and my family still support me? I mean, lucky for people like myself and you, we have that support system with our family, that our wives and kids, they want to see us go and chase that dream. But it also, I had to go about it differently this time around. Before, when I was doing Lunch from Mar, I was a single man with no kids.
Right.
So I could easily just, all right, I need what? We want to do what? I could throw money. My schedule, we could do this right now. Or we doing it tomorrow? I could do that. This time around, it has to be a little bit more structured. And not for nothing, I can't even front. I get that all to my wife. I wasn't structured or organized really before her. She brought that sense of like organization into my life, because for me, it was just on go. Oh, we got the money to do this now? All right, I'm doing it now. I'll figure it out later. Not unfortunately, but with the family, with the wife and kids, you don't have that freedom to just pick up and do it. Oh, well, all right, well, soccer practice. Oh, volleyball costs money. Tennis is this. We have dance. So it definitely helped put a battery in my back, because I want to achieve this goal. I wanted to be successful, to share the successes with my family, but I also went about it differently this time. It's more planned, it's more organized, it's more structured, but that's just having a good woman in your life. And I'm sure you know that too. So yeah.
Oh, 1000%, brother. She be on me like, what's the next thing? What's the next thing writing? What's the next, piece of content? You got to keep going.
So, but yeah, definitely having a family and going about doing Lunch from Art this time around has helped me in ways that I couldn't see before. Just not jumping out the window with ideas as far as content creation, or not jumping out the window with, let's book this venue and do it here. And it's like, for what? Let's actually map this out. When are you going to do this? How are you going to do it? So it's definitely helped. I have somebody I can bounce ideas off of, that's behind the scenes and actually sees me growing and working with it, opposed to me bouncing, nothing against my homies, but me bouncing ideas off of my homies that they don't know the grind I'm putting in behind the scenes. They just hear me talk about it when I'm busting it up with them. So with her, she has that educated idea or a sense of, all right, well, I don't watch you try A, B, and C. It didn't work for you. Go this route. Try this. So it's having her and my daughter definitely helped me a lot, because it's made me refocus and actually lock in.
Absolutely, brother. It's a beautiful thing for sure.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask, man, you've already started, with the merch. I've seen some fire designs already.
Thank you.
Is that all you? Like, are you the designer?
Yeah, for the most part. Not in a sense of like someone else's. I'm coming up with the idea.
Right.
I can't do. I tried the what's the service? I tried the Adobe Creator. I don't have this. I can't do it. But I have a vision and I see it, and it's just, oh, I like this. I mean, I just try to find stuff that I like and draw inspiration from brands that I actually wear and shop with. Not saying like I'm biting a style, but in the sense I'm just drawing like how anybody would draw inspiration from it. So, but yeah, all the creatives, all the designs are for the most part myself. 100%. Me, I haven't, as of yet, I haven't bounced any ideas off of anyone else, which I'm not opposed to. But as of right now, it's just been me in the lab cooking.
Well, hey, bro. From what I seen, you gotta keep it up, man. Y'all definitely working with something, man, for sure.
Thank you.
You know,
but that was just, years of just growing up, having older cousins that can dress, seeing what other people that you know and see wear, and just drawing that inspiration and just getting that sense of like, all right, I see what the people like, so let me try to put my twist on it, my flip on it, and put it out there.
absolutely. We gonna have to cop some, the wife and I for sure.
Man, I got y'all. After this, just send me. I'll send y'all something. I got something for y'all.
All right, much love, family.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
My next question, man, this is a little pop-up legacy question here, man. I've been doing my research. So, I see, the direction of Lunch with More, and I'm definitely excited about that. But I gotta ask on behalf of somebody that's known you longer than me, are we ever going to have another Henny and Wings?
I don't even drink Henny no more, but I ain't drink Henny in years. I would love to do something like that. The first two Henny and Wings I did was a learning experience, and a very, very young. I was very young at the time. All you can drink Henny and all you can eat wing event probably isn't the best event to do, especially when you really give people all you can drink Henny, and it was fun. But this time around, I will probably do it differently. Hopefully, I mean, if Hennessy sees this, they look me out with a partnership, and we could collab on the event. If any Henny reps is in the area, I mean, shoot me a text or something. But I would love to do it. Another Henny and Wings. I was definitely want to do something like that. But wow, you brought it back with that one, Henny and Wings. I haven't yet. Wow, I planned the first Henny and Wings in 2 weeks. It was a 2-week notice to plan, and that's what I mean when I say having a good woman definitely helps, because my wife would have never let me plan an event in 2 weeks, and it did okay. But yeah, that first Henny and Wings was, all right, we're just gonna buy a bunch of gallons of Henny and order a bunch of wings and have an event and see and go from there. See how it works.
Right.
But it was definitely a learning experience. That was my first sticking my toe in as far as doing live events and like doing shows. So Maul DJ'd that one, matter of fact.
Okay.
Maul DJ'd the first Henny and Wings. Yes, he did. Yes. I think he DJ'd both if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that's what Fish. One of the best DJs. Really one of the best DJs.
Word. Small world.
Yeah, it definitely is.
All right, man. So, in respect, of your time as a family man, I got one final question for you, brother. For myself, and for the people.
Okay.
For you, as the brain behind Lunch with More, what can we expect moving forward, as far as, events, merch, are you diving back into music management? Like, what should we keep an eye on?
I'm definitely not diving back into music management. I'm nothing against artists. I feel like this is my chance to be a creative and not manage anybody else's creative journey. The last couple of artists I worked with, great artists, but I won't be doing music management anymore. But for Lunch with Mar, definitely I'll have some fire interviews loaded up with some dope creatives. First interview out the gate is, I don't know, I guess you could say it's a oop for me. It's my older cousin, but he's a founder of CMI Foundation. He runs that in Philadelphia. They do a lot of things as far as feeding the homeless. A lot of things with kids in the art field, getting kids into the art community. Um, so that'll be my first interview coming up. But outside of that, just dope interviews with some designers, different creatives. Definitely doing some events, more events outside of the one I'm doing. Not just live interview events. Got some other things planned. I don't want to give up too much, but
Right.
definitely beginning of 2025, I got some stuff planned, and it's gonna be a vibe. I just hope everybody just tap in and rock out. Lunch from Mar this time around is going to be more than just a TV show. It will be a brand. It is a brand. It's more than just a show and a YouTube show. It's a full-on brand from merch, partnering with different people, doing different things. So yes, some big plans coming up for 2025 with Lunch from Mar, and the end of this year, end of 2024.
Yes, sir. Lions Den is definitely excited to see, how that takes shape. So the last thing, man, of course, brother, we appreciate your time, but can you tell the people where they can, follow you, your site,
Oh
your
yeah.
whatever you want to throw out there.
Lunchfrommar.com. I mean, lunchfrommar.com is the website. Lunch with Mar, WITH. Lunch with Mar on Instagram. That's really it. I mean, my personal page, Mar Loso, 2 underscores, but please direct everything to Lunch with Mar on the website and on the Instagram. I truly appreciate y'all, man. Thank you, Will, for having me, bro. For real. I'm happy we finally got to do this. We've been sending DMs and text messages back and forth, trying to figure out how we was gonna get something to work, and I'm happy that we finally got this. And yeah, man, we gotta do this. We definitely gotta do this again for sure. I definitely gotta have you and Wifey on Lunch from Mar for sure when y'all get a chance.
Oh yeah, it'll be our pleasure for sure, man. When we up that way, listen, we locked in, you know. And definitely, man, on behalf of myself, and Bianca, the Lions Den, we appreciate you. It's a special thing, us being able to support each other's creative journeys, and families really, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And we couldn't have thought of a better, person to kick off the Creative Convo series with than my good brother here, Lunch with Mar. So
thanks, bro. I appreciate y'all, man. For real, it's all love.
for sure, bro.